Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a favourites video because I did one 5 months ago. I checked back on my channel because I was like, oh no, I've done a favourites video too recently. It was 5 months ago when I still lived at my parents' house. Actually, it must have been more than 5 months ago because I've lived here for 5 months. You know what? I think it was one of the videos that I pre-recorded and then uploaded it while I was living here. I uploaded that video on the 22nd of April and we're now nearly the end of October. So it's been 6 months. But there has been quite a few things that I've been loving recently that I haven't necessarily spoken about in videos, and I thought I would just sit down and do a super chilled favourites video. I really feel like I should have got a hot chocolate for this video to make it even cozier, but if you would like to join me, get a tea or coffee or hot drink, sit back, relax and enjoy. So I've actually put all my products into this, which is one of my Skinny Dip wash bags from my collection. I think this is now sold out. I guess I'll start with skincare stuff because that's like what I would do first. I'll do it in that kind of order and then I'll do the makeup bits next. So the first skincare bit that I want to talk about, skincare product I want to talk about. I did actually mention this on my Instagram stories a couple days ago. This is kind of like a favourite with caution, and I'm saying that because I've only actually been using this for a few days. However, in these few days that I've been using it, I've enjoyed this so much that I was like, I want to put this in a favourites video. It's only £7. It's an eye cream. It's by a brand called Zero, but this is their eye cream, that's it. It's just their eye cream. I just randomly pulled it out of a drawer the other day. I think I got sent it quite a few months ago and I hadn't actually tested it yet. I got a few of their skincare bits. My eyes were feeling really irritated because whenever I do a kind of intense makeup look, or just a full-on makeup look in general, and especially if I do a few days in a row where I'm wearing quite heavy eye makeup, it just makes my eczema flare up. My eyes get really itchy and sore and they get like little bumps on them. I don't actually think it's a specific product that I'm allergic to. I think it's literally just my eyes being extremely sensitive now, and so whenever I remove makeup, heavy makeup a few days in a row, it just causes them to flare up. I think that's just the way it's gonna be. However, I took this out of my drawer, put it on my eyes, like on the, not like on my eyeballs, like under my eyes and on my eyelids. It didn't sting at all, which I think is quite a big thing because so many products that I've tried to put around my eyes, they will just burn and sting and it will just make it worse. This didn't sting at all. It feels super hydrating. It actually feels very similar to the CeraVe eye cream, which I really love as well, but this one feels a little bit more intense in terms of like the moisturizing-ness of it. It just feels so nice. I can't comment on it as an eye cream in terms of like making my under eye bags better because that's not what I was using it for, and I don't really think it did that, to be honest. So if anybody's got dry skin or dry skin around their eyes, I would really recommend this. I think you can get it in Tesco and Lloyd's Pharmacy, I think. Oh, and Amazon. If I can find it, I will leave a link down below, but that is the first one, which is kind of random. Next up, we have another skincare product, which again is related to my skin just being a sensitive little bitch. We are one on the same. My skin has been breaking out so much recently, like all over this side of my face. It's just been like, oh, here's another spot and another one and another one and another one. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's hormonal. I don't know whether it's mask wearing. It's probably a combination of the two. But yeah, I had this like little patch here that keeps coming back of like sensitive, irritated, dry skin. Very strange. This moisturizer has just been so soothing on my skin. Again, it's another product that doesn't sting my skin. Just feels super nice and moisturizing. I don't really wear this as much during the day. I mostly just wear this in the evenings. Oh, I haven't even said what it is yet. It is the Body Shop CBD Replenishing Moisture Cream. I did actually do an ad with this quite a few months ago. I think actually maybe it was last month. I say quite a few months ago. This year has just like, it feels like 100 years long, but also 5 minutes long at the same time. It's just such a beautiful moisturizer. Again, if you have dry skin, if you have dry skin, I think you'll really like this. If you have normal skin, I think you'll really like this. If you have oily skin, I think you'll really like this. I don't know why I'm putting it here on my hand, but it just sinks into the skin so nicely. It feels really calm and soothing. It's got a really nice smell. It smells not like a sweet smell or anything. It smells kind of herby. And yes, it is CBD, but no, it does not smell like weed. It just smells really relaxing, and I've really been enjoying putting this on before I go to bed, and I just find it really soothes my skin, which has been really nice and what I needed. So I really like this one. Definitely recommend giving that a go if your skin is just like a little bit dry from the weather, or even like me, if your skin is breaking out a bit. And I did have quite a few dry patches on my face from where I had been putting spot treatment all over it, so I've really been enjoying this. The next skincare thing I'm going to talk about for 2 seconds. Okay, maybe more than 2 seconds, maybe like a minute, and then I'm gonna put it away and probably never talk about it again, because I will be completely honest with you guys, I was sent this and I didn't look up the brand or anything. I just started using it one day when I'd run out of cleanser. Cyrene Aquagel Oil to Foam Cleanser. I just used this on my face and was like, wow, this is lovely. It's so nice. Continued using it. Then I was like, oh, I might do a little post on my Instagram story because I've really been enjoying it. Looked it up. And I think it's like £40 for a face cleanser. I mean, I don't mind spending a little bit extra on skincare. Not necessarily on a cleanser. Like £40 on a cleanser. I would probably spend £40 on a really nice night cream or night serum or something like that that's actually going to soak into my skin. But a cleanser. But that being said, it is really nice. It breaks down my makeup really nicely. It doesn't sting my eyes. It's really, really nice at removing makeup, and it's like oily, and then you get a little bit of water and then it takes everything off so nicely. But that's that. If anyone out there is like super bougie with their skincare, maybe you've been looking at this product and you've been like, oh, I wonder if that's any good. It's good, but it's expensive and you don't need it. The next thing is something for my hair. This is the Moroccan oil treatment, and it's just the regular oil, Moroccan oil. This stuff is so good. I do get questions sometimes like, Soph, how do you keep your hair so healthy? Do you think this is healthy? If you can see this up close, like look at it under a microscope, it's dead. But oh my god, this oil, it's not like thick. It doesn't weigh your hair down and make it feel all sticky. It smells amazing. I don't know what this smell is, but if this was a perfume I would buy it. I have no idea what it smells like. It just smells really nice. All you need is literally one pump of this, put it through the ends of your hair. I don't put it on my roots because I don't want it to get all like oily and gross, but this is just so nice. It just makes my hair feel so much nicer, so much softer. It definitely kind of soaks into your hair rather than just sitting on top of it. Also, I've been using this for quite a few months now and I'm only down to here, and I do use it pretty often because you literally only need one pump. Well, for my hair anyway, I only need one pump. Maybe if you've got much thicker, longer hair or like coarser, curlier hair, you might need a couple of pumps, but I just need one pump at a time and it's been doing wonders. I mean, I can't say that it's drastically changed my hair, but in terms of hair oils go, this is one of my favourite ones that I've ever tried. The final thing that I want to talk about before I move on to the makeup, this is a tan. It's actually an instant tan. I don't think anyone will have noticed, but I haven't used fake tan. Well, I mean, this is fake tan. I haven't used semi-permanent fake tan in over a month, I think, apart from last night because I finally redid it. Like, it's all up my arms now and all over my body. So what I'd actually been doing in videos is using this and literally just putting it on my hands and my neck, and that was it, because those are the only bits that you ever see of me on camera. This is another product from the Body Shop. It's the Coconut Bronze Glowing Wash Off Tan. I've pretty much been using this every single time that I've been filming over the past month, so like every other day, and I've used down to about here, so I feel like it's not going down too quickly. And then at the end of the day, you just hop in the shower, it just washes straight off and Bob's your uncle. The only thing with this though is if you go out with instant tan on your hands during COVID times, as soon as you let hand sanitize or wash your hands, obviously it's going to come straight off. So I don't really wear this out of the house at the moment. I buff it in with a brush, it sets, it dries, I get changed, and I'm good to go. The next segment of the video is sponsored by Benefit. Being straight up with you guys, Benefit are sponsoring this little eyebrow section because I am one of their brow heroes, so I'm like a Benefit brow ambassador currently at the moment, which has been an amazing job to have because I've used Benefit brow products for, I don't know, maybe like 3 years? Probably longer than 3 years. I don't know. I've used Benefit products religiously for the past few years anyway. My regular go-to products with them are usually the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3.5. I've actually got shade 4 on today, which is a little bit darker, and I actually quite like the shade of this one. And then I always use the 24-hour brow setter, which kind of glues my eyebrows into place, which I have also got on today. But on top of that, another product that I've been using and kind of rediscovered recently, like in the past few weeks, months, is their 3D brow tones, which I don't really hear a lot of people talk about. I've got the shades 2 and 4 on my eyebrows today. I've put on shade 2. There's not that much difference between them, to be honest. 2 is just a little bit lighter. However, okay, no, wait, there is a bit of difference between them. There definitely is. This one's definitely darker. I can kind of get away with both because, I don't know, I wear my eyebrows all different ways. This sounds crazy. They add a little bit of shimmer to your eyebrows, but it's not glitter. And like looking at my eyebrows now, do they look shimmery to you? I don't really think that it translates as shimmer on your eyebrows. Like, you don't look like you've got metallic brows, but it just gives them a little bit of extra three-dimensionalness, if you get what I mean. I'll give you a close-up of my eyebrows. It separates them out, also kind of helps them stay in place, but then I do use this in combination with the 24-hour brow setter. But it just adds a little bit of texture, which I really like, and I've really been liking fluffy brows recently. It just adds that little extra something, you know? So if you guys are interested in any of those products, I will leave them linked down below. Actually, I'll leave everything linked down below that I've mentioned in this video. Thank you, Benefit, for always being so cool and allowing me to be one of your brow heroes. I feel like these brows are not worthy, but thanks. The next makeup product that I have to talk about, because I would be lying to you all if I did not talk about this, is one of my favorites, is the NARS wait, what is this even called? Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've got two different shades here, one for when I'm tanned, one for when I'm not tanned. My non-tan shade is L2 Mont Blanc and my tan shade is L4.5 Vienna. It is just such a beautiful foundation. I have used this in videos, so if you just type in Soph Does Life NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation, it will probably come up with the videos that I've used this in, but I absolutely love it. I always bashed NARS a bit because I was like, it's so expensive, you don't need to buy expensive makeup, which you don't. Like, I've got so many favourite foundations that aren't high-end, like my Maybelline Superstay, L'Oreal True Match I absolutely love, Revlon Colour Stay. There's so many drugstore foundations that I really love and use. However, for special occasions, did I mention this in a video the other day? I think I might have done. It's just such a beautiful foundation. It doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation, blends out so beautifully, has such lovely coverage, but doesn't look or feel cakey in any way. It's not sticky. It just goes on kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It goes on feeling like a cloud. It just feels so nice and looks so beautiful and smooths your skin and has such lovely coverage. I don't even know like what else to say. It's just so good. And I find that when this starts getting oily, it doesn't separate and go weird. It just has this nice glow, and then I powder and then I'm totally fine. Honestly, I think that this will be the foundation that I wear on my wedding day if I get married in the future. Like, any special occasions I've got coming up, I will be wearing this foundation. Thank you, NARS, for your service. Wonderful stuff. Then a couple of drugstore products, which again, absolutely been loving. A lip product that I've really been liking recently. I used this in a testing video not too long ago. This is the Cash Beauty True Nude Lip Liner. I've actually got this on today with a bit of tinted lip balm, but this is like the main colour that is on my lips today. I just really like it. I love the formula of this. It just glides on really nicely, is really creamy, lasts a nice amount of time. Kind of reminds me of the formula of the MAC lip liners, but I think these are cheaper. It comes in a kit. It's actually Kaylee MUA's brand, and I did speak about that in my video that I did not too long ago. But yeah, it's such a nice lip liner. I really like the colour, and the lipsticks as well are really, really nice, but particularly this lip liner I've just really been liking. Then two drugstore makeup products which kind of are completely different from one another. One is like for my days where I'm not really wearing much makeup, and another is for days when I want to be like a full coverage bitch, you know? The first one is the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Tinted Water Cream. I think I've spoken about this quite a lot on my channel, but I just wanted to solidify it and put it in my favourites video because it is a solid favourite, has been for the past couple of months since it launched. I've got the shade Light 01. I've just noticed this has got SPF 20 in it. However, I still always wear my SPF and then I put this over the top of it. It's called the Water Cream and it feels like water. Like, let me just put a little blob on my hand. You really probably won't be able to tell, but like, it just kind of blends out into almost nothing. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything on your face, but it gives a small amount of coverage and just makes your face and skin look so alive. If there are days, which I mean there are quite a lot of days where I'm not filming and I just want something to just even out my skin tone and give me a little bit of coverage, I will put this on and it just feels so nice. It's such a different texture to anything that I've tried before in terms of like, I don't know, I guess tinted moisturizers or BB creams or anything of that sort of realm. And then again by L'Oreal, this is the Infallible More Than Concealer, which I have used quite a lot recently on my channel as well. I've got the shade Cashmere 327, which is a little bit light. I mostly use this one for under my eyes, and then the one that I use on my blemishes is the shade Latte. However, I think these two shades are next to each other on like the color scale. They have a pretty decent color range. However, this shade is like a little bit light and this shade is a little bit dark. It's almost like I need one in between. So I actually mixed these two shades, Cashmere and Latte, and they're really nice. It's a really, really good concealer. If you want a full coverage concealer that blends out nicely, it's really affordable. I think it's like under £10. Similar sort of vibes to the Tarte Shape Tape. It's got this big like chunky doe fur. It's just really nice. It's a great concealer. And then the final product that is in my favorites this month is actually a nail product. This is a gel nail color by Miley, M-Y-L-E-E. This is the brand of gels that I've used since I started doing gels, I think like a year and a half ago maybe. But this shade, I get so many compliments on when I wear it. Obviously, I'm not wearing it right now. This is such a beautiful shade. I will try and put a picture on the screen of when I've worn this because I've worn it multiple times over the past like 6 months. It's called Once in a Blue Moon. And every time I wear this, I get comments like, what's your nail color? What's your nail color? It is just beautiful. Oh my god, I can't open it. It's just such a gorgeous like periwinkle blue. It's probably my favourite nail polish that they do. Not nail polish, gel polish, because these are gels. You have to have the lamp and everything. But if you do gel nails and you're looking for a new shade, this is such a gorgeous one. Okay, it's probably more of a summer shade / spring rather than autumn, but who cares? I would wear this all year round. Right, that is it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Right, that is it for me and my favourites. I will link everything down below, like I said. I'm now just going to answer a question of the day. So if you guys have got any more questions for me, leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day. Today's question comes from Ellie Mae Wade, and she has said, "Hey Soph, I too have smile lines and I'm so picky with my foundations. The only foundation I have that does not sink into my smile lines is the L'Oreal 24 Hour Fresh Wear. I was wondering if you had any foundation recommendations that don't sink into smile lines." This is a very good question, and I've actually learnt to kind of manage my smile lines a bit more than I used to. One, by this sounds terrible, but trying not to smile as much just during the day, because I feel like a lot of the time my resting face, I would find that I would just be sitting there smiling, which is very weird. And I think my muscles had just got so used to smiling because I'm always smiling when I'm on camera. And if I'm in a Zoom call or something, I find that I would just sit there smiling for like the full hour or whatever it is. And then my face actually hurts. So I try not to smile as much during the day, which definitely helps. Also as well, if they start looking bad throughout the day, I try and kind of just blend them in like this, or like dab them in, and then I'll use a little bit of powder. The main thing that I have found is the less products that you have on that sort of area, the less noticeable they are and the less that makeup sinks into it. So lighter coverage foundations definitely help a lot. And I try not to put on as much foundation as I used to. I think that's why I kind of strayed away from wearing such like thick full coverage foundations, and now I tend to go for more medium coverage foundations, and then I will spot conceal in areas that need more coverage, but I never put like excess concealer or product in this area because then it kind of like bunches up and gathers there throughout the day. My favourite foundations are the NARS one that I mentioned, but obviously that is more expensive. The L'Oreal True Match I find is really nice because it's quite thin. Revlon Colour Stay, but I just don't put on as much as I used to. I really like this one actually, which is the KVD Vegan Beauty, what is this foundation called? Oh, I think it's the True Portrait Foundation. This is also really nice, but it's very matte though, so I wouldn't recommend this if you got dry skin. Right, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys are all doing really good. Let me know your favourites in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!